Hello everyone, Andrew here, and for today's random game of the day, we are actually going to be doing kind of the conclusion to Sonic the Hedgehog week, because as some people may remember, it kind of ended abruptly. I mean, I never really got to release the video that I wanted to on Friday, so today, we are going to be playing Sonic Gems Collection for the GameCube, and I believe it was only released for the GameCube, unlike Mega Collection, which was eventually also released for the PS2 and Xbox. Now, Sonic's Gem Collection, or Sonic Gems Collection, is actually pretty interesting. If we go and look at the games, it has three sort of main games. It has Sonic CD, game I'm sure every Sonic fan knows, Sonic R, the racing game for the Saturn that like every single person in the world except for like 2 people hate, and Sonic the Fighters, which is actually a Sonic fighting arcade game which was only released in arcades. This is the first time you've actually ever been able to play it on home console, and then other than that, it features some Game Gear titles that you could already find on things like Sonic Adventure DX and in Sonic Mega Collection Plus. The interesting thing is that we're actually not going to be playing any of these. What we're really looking for lies in the museum, and it's something I thought would be kind of interesting to do. The museum is neat. As you play the games in the games section, you unlock different pieces of artwork and things like that. Usually, some of them are based around the games that are included on the collection. Like, obviously, this is kind of like the page for Sonic the Fighters. And then this page would be Sonic CD, of course. Next page, Sonic R. And then, yeah, then there's just some random stuff. There's actually even a page, where is it, dedicated to Knuckles Chaotix. Because, I read originally, it was planned for this to be on, Sonic Gem Collection. And I really wish it had, because it's an obscure Sega 32X game. And it's not really easy to come by, and I still haven't even got my hands on it myself, and I really want to play it. So, I mean, I really wish I had been on this collection, because I would have loved to have given it a try. But I think someday I'm just going to have to break and finally go and, like, buy it off of eBay or something, because I really want to play it, because it's too bad it wasn't on this collection. But anyway, yeah, as you see, I haven't unlocked everything. Like, play over 120 minutes. That's, like, a certain game. It wants you to play over 120 minutes. It doesn't tell you which game it is, though. So, I mean, I have a few things like that left. The problem is I have no idea which game it wants me to play. So, it can be kind of difficult. Now, this page is pretty neat. All the adventure artwork, Adventure 2. And if we keep going, yeah, we even get some neat machines and stuff that you probably would have found in Japan. Nothing cool ever comes to North America. Then after all that, you get this page, and this is a really cool page. What you can do here is you can fight the final bosses from a whole bunch of different Sonic games, so it's neat because you don't have to play the rest of the game. It just takes you directly to the final boss. Now I know you could probably just enter level select codes on some of these games, and it would take you right there anyway, but it's really neat to have just sort of a page in the museum dedicated to this. There are some question marks, although I believe that these are actually trailers for games. Like, I think one of them's like a Sonic Heroes trailer or something like that. Because this is the last page, so they just kind of put all the odd things out here. But what I figured would be fun to do is go through most of these and just show what the final boss is like. Interesting thing is that these ones are kind of duplicates of these 3 up here. Although these ones say Sonic the Hedgehog ending, like it says Sonic the Hedgehog ending instead of just, like, what's it called? Instead of just nothing after Sonic the Hedgehog. I believe that if you beat these 3 down here, you get to see the true ending as if you beat it with all of the Chaos Emeralds, where if you beat the ones on top, you don't get to see the true ending. But anyway, I'll be doing the ones on the bottom just for fun. So I'm definitely going to do all of the Genesis ones. And if I don't take forever doing that, I will get to the Game Gear ones on the bottom. Yeah, depending on how much time things take. So let's not waste any more time. So you do have a time limit up there, and you do have a lot of lives. So basically, they're kind of trying to prevent you from getting a game over and then playing through the rest of the game, which is kind of clever. Because, I mean, if you want to play through the whole game, you just go buy a thing like Sonic's Mega Collection, and you'll be able to do it that way. Overall, this boss isn't going well. The funny thing is, the first time I ever played Sonic the Hedgehog 1, I didn't really know what to do with this boss. I thought it was kind of just like, you know, a waited out kind of thing. Until I realized that you're supposed to hit Eggman in one of those, and I felt really dumb, but I mean, this was like years and years ago. And he's always somewhere where I can't hit him. I'm going to be out of time before I beat this guy. But yeah, so this is, should be an interesting video for people who maybe haven't, beaten too many Sonic games, and haven't seen the final bosses of them all, because Sonic games usually do actually have some pretty cool final bosses. I mean, this was the first Sonic game, so it's not really amazing, but I mean, Sonic 2 definitely had an awesome final boss. The final boss music in Sonic games is usually really cool, too. And there's a few other things I want to say about final bosses, but they're kind of boss specific. So I'll definitely be saying them as we get to them. That sucked, I kind of missed that guy. But yeah, Sonic's Gem Collection, it's definitely a very good collection for the GameCube. I mean, if you don't have any of the other collections, then like the Game Gear games will be new to you. And also things like Sonic CD and Sonic the Fighters, which has never been on a collection before, is a really neat thing to have. Now, I mean, hopefully we get this boss over with soon. I mean, I know this is not the most interesting boss in the slightest. Usually Sonic bosses, what they do is they don't give you any rings, so it's kind of like a one hit and you're dead kind of thing, which is pretty neat. So I do like that pressure. I mean, one thing about Sonic games has always been, I mean, is as long as you have one ring, you can kind of just keep recollecting that one ring, and as long as you keep doing that, you're pretty much invincible. So, I mean, not giving you any rings on the final boss definitely does add an element of challenge which may not be there otherwise. I mean, I know that's not always the case. If a boss is really well designed, it's not always easy to get your rings back, in which case things will be really good anyway. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of the final boss. It's pretty great. Right here, you can let him fly away, although, I mean, why would you want to? Just blow him up and watch him crash and burn. So yeah, that was the very first boss of any Sonic the Hedgehog game ever. And then we get to see Sonic running along with all his friends that you save throughout the game. And yeah, you get to see the ending with all the Chaos Emeralds back when there was only 6. Yes, the very first Sonic the Hedgehog game only had 6 Chaos Emeralds. It also did not have Super Sonic, so you could not transform into Super Sonic. It kind of just made the flowers grow there for some reason. Don't even ask me why. Do we need to see the credits? For the sake of saving time, I'm going to say no. And if you really want to see the credits, just go look it up somewhere else, I guess. Yeah, probably not smart to waste time with the credits. I don't believe there is any sort of ending after the credits, although if there was, go search that too. Anyway, moving on to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Where final boss is actually kind of started to get interesting, and it wasn't just things coming down from the ceiling. This boss actually has 2 stages. First one is you're going to want to defeat Metal Sonic. He takes 8 hits, and we already have 4 down. Metal Sonic is not a hard boss in the slightest, although, I mean, it's still pretty easy to die. I mean, if you touch the spikes on his back, you're dead. So it's kind of funny, you want to stay on kind of his face. Or something. I mean, look how fast Eggman runs. I mean, Sonic's supposed to be fast? Yeah, right. How if Eggman can outrun him? Anyway, this is a very cool boss. I've always liked this boss. A lot of people wait till he bends down to hit him, but if you hit him at the perfect time, when his hands are kind of inside his stomach, you can hit him. You don't want to hit him when he bends down, though, really, because sometimes you end up going through him, and it kind of sucks. You might have actually been able to hit him there. It's here, where if you try to hit him now, it doesn't usually work well. So yeah, you kind of just wait for him to come back down, you kind of stand around all day, get out of the way. So yeah, I mean, you could hit him there, but anyone who's played it will kind of know why you don't want to. It's hard for me to explain. I'm doing just fine anyway. Let's see, can you hit here? I'm kind of nervous because something's telling me that every time I try to hit him there, it kind of goes wrong, but I think I'm getting it confused when he drops down, because if you, like, it's really hard for me to explain, where if you hit him there, you kind of end up going inside the sprite and it kills you, so it kind of sucks. This boss was kind of recreated in Sonic 4 Episode 1. It was pretty much almost the exact same boss, except the music was a bit different, and it had a few different attacks, and the final stage was completely bizarre. Come on, you have to be almost dead. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, you know, I'm so curious. I want to figure out if you can hit him when he bends down there, but things are going well enough. I really don't want to mess up this momentum, because I know that as soon as I get into a bad rut, I will stay there, and there's like nothing that's going to be able to get me out of it. I'm going to have to like hit it like an hour worth of trying to beat this boss. Although only a few more hits, and I think we should be done. I'm actually surprised I'm doing this on my first try, although I'm speaking way too soon, probably. So I'm probably going to die in like 2 seconds. Heck yeah! Take that! Wow, first shot! I can't even believe that went so well. Okay then. So yeah, I believe, I hope I did the right one with the, Chaos Emeralds. Kind of get a final ending cutscene here, which I can tell isn't showing up well in the Dazzle. It's kind of just like a really small picture in the middle of the screen. It uses like 15% of the total screen size, the rest is just white. That's kind of Tails in the plane, looking at the bird. Because I suppose the bird is telling him that Sonic is like falling out of the sky and he's probably going to die. So then Tails kind of goes somewhere. Probably to go order a hamburger or something like that. But yeah, because you had all of the Chaos Emeralds, Sonic turns into Super Sonic anyway. Normally, if you didn't have all the Chaos Emeralds, you'd just kind of be, like, flailing about in the air. But yeah, since he's Super Sonic, he's kind of like, I don't even need your help, Tails, forget that. Yeah. Otherwise, Sonic would have landed on the wing, like he does in the Sky Fortress Zone kind of thing. It was really cool to see that brought back in Sonic 4 Episode 2. Overall, I was really impressed with Episode 2, in case people didn't notice back when I played it. That's cool. So yeah, there's an ending, then there's the credits, but again, unless something really cool happens during the credits, we're probably not going to watch it. I mean, if you really want to see the credits, YouTube exists, so it's pretty cool. Sonic 3. Now, I mean, Sonic 3, people may or may not know, Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles were originally intended to be one... Wait, do you have to beat the whole level? No way, they're going to make me beat the whole level? I forgot about that, ugh. So, yeah, I didn't even look at the name of the zone because I was too busy talking. What is it, like Secret Base Zone or something like that? I was not prepared to play an actual level. I accidentally pressed the Z button, which brought up that menu. Yeah, so I guess we're playing the very last level of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and I'm kind of really sucking at it because I haven't played Sonic 3 in years. Actually, that's a lie. The last time I played it was actually when I did the random game of the day of it. Although, I mean, it's not like it really matters if I haven't played it. I mean, I'm just kind of sucking because I'm also trying to get commentary. And I completely missed that. I don't even care. I'm getting up there. Or not. Oh, we'll just go this way. Man, I was saying a thing before I kind of got sidetracked because I'm shocked that they're actually making me beat this entire level. I guess that makes sense, because every other boss we fought so far, Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, it's kind of like the whole last level was dedicated just to the boss, while in this game, the boss is kind of just like tacked on to the end of the last level, which is kind of weird. And this is really going to make things take a million times longer than I was expecting. Whoa! But yeah, Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles were originally intended to just be one... Man, I suck. I'm trying to go fast, but it's not going well. Oh man, let's see what we're doing here. But yeah, they were originally intended to just be one game. Although, I believe there was, like, time constraints, and they wanted to get Sonic 3 out for, like, the Christmas rush or something like that. So what they did was they broke it into two pieces, where they had Sonic 3, and then they had Sonic and Knuckles come out later, and then they made it so you could attach them together to kind of get the full game, which was kind of neat. It's kind of like the first DLC ever, but I mean, it was cooler than DLC, because, I mean, DLC sucked. And at least this was actually something physical that you could hold. And whoa! It's one of those things where it actually takes away your rings when you touch it. Oh darn. Man, I am just sucking at Sonic today. I mean, it's like, wow, I beat the Sonic Boss 2 Hedgehog on my first try, and now I'm absolutely sucking at Sonic 3. I blame the change in Sonic's sprite, where he kind of just stands there and looks kind of different. And he looks more blue rather than, like, purple like he did in Sonic 1 and 2. Whoa, man. It's like, let's just suck at everything. Ugh. Did I even get a checkpoint? Launch base zone. I don't even know where this is, because I've been so busy talking. I don't even know if I'm going the right way, to be completely honest. I don't know if I am. I think I'm not. Man, this is the best start to Sonic 3 ever. And, of course, I missed that again. Wait, I want to know what was back there. Yeah. See, here's like another path back here. I used to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles like every day religiously. I absolutely love this game, but I don't remember much about this zone because I mean I like Sonic and Knuckles a lot more than Sonic 3. So I usually shied away from the Sonic 3 levels with the exception of Hydro City Zone, or is it Hydrocity Zone? I have no idea. Although I love that zone, so I mean I don't normally play Launch Base for whatever reason. And I don't know why I'm sucking at it so bad, and why is there lasers coming out of that thing? I hope this is Act 2, it doesn't make me do Act 1. Whoa! I'm so happy I had a ring there, although now I don't have one. Oh! The laser that comes out of absolutely nowhere killed me. That sucks. This is not going well. I mean, it seems like every time I jump, no matter where I jump, why I jump, or how I jump, I will hit something instantly. It's just kind of like, it's not the greatest thing. Let's see, let's go through the water thing again. But yeah, while I'm sucking and taking like 4 hours to beat this, man, I completely forgot I had like a total time limit. I'm kind of fighting against that. I just remembered that. Yeah, there was only 3 random games of the day this week. I intended for there to be 4, but I was uploading a pickup video for Wednesday, and it was really long, and it was gonna take like 15 hours or some ridiculous amount of ridiculous amount of time to upload. So no, I kind of just like went to bed and let it upload overnight. But then, of course, while I was sleeping, my computer restarted to install updates. I mean, I hate. Why does it always have to do that without asking you permission? I mean, is it really that urgent that it has to update itself? I mean, man, I'm not even paying attention. I mean, like, it has to update without even, like, letting you choose. I mean, it's just like, you're not on the computer for 10 minutes? Darn, we're updating. Sorry. Nothing you can do about it, no matter, like, you're uploading or saving a video file or whatever you were doing. We don't really care. We're just destroying all of your work. And I mean, that's not really fair. I mean, is there a way to stop it from automatically restarting? So I mean, I know if you're like there when the prompt comes up, you can be like, postpone! Hey, how the heck was I supposed to make it through there? I know it's like, postpone for 4 hours, but even that, I mean, I had to go to sleep. I mean, it would have sucked to have to wake up like every 4 hours and be like, postpone, postpone. I mean, but I didn't even have the option to postpone it in the first place, because I didn't know it was going to do nothing. It seems like every time I do a pickup video, it updates, and I don't know why. It's like there's some sort of curse. Kind of like every time when I do random games of the day, the phone rings, and I swear if it rings, like 2 seconds after I say that. Like, oh man, like the time in Bart vs. the Space Mutants, when I prank called Moe's Tavern, and then right as I was doing that, the phone rang, almost like Bart was calling my house. That was funny. I have to admit that was funny. Man, and then it makes the freaking red post thing glitch out. It's just pretty great. And this is the one that kind of flies off, because I mean, man, I don't know why I'm doing so bad. It's Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It's not like it's rocket science, despite the fact that we're at launch base zone and we are probably launching rockets of some sort. Alright, I'm sure we'll see rockets at some point, but I mean, please, I'm pretty sure that this is Act 2. Means they're not going to make me do Act 1 as well, and if they do, forget you. Pretty sure you have to be Knuckles to get through here. Yeah, you do. Ah, darn you! I liked my bubble shield. Yeah, one really cool thing about Sonic 3 was the introduction of different kinds of shields. Like one that would let you breathe underwater, like the bubble. It would also kind of let you do a ground pound kind of thing. The electric one would let you double jump, which was really cool, and would also magnetize rings and bring them towards you. And the fire shield was neat, because it let you, it made you invulnerable to all fire attacks, and even let you stand in lava in zones like a lava reef zone. Anyway, we're at the boss, finally! Whoa, yeah, so I have to remember how this boss works first. You have to stand on this thing, and then you kind of have to go up here and jump on Eggman. And you can do it multiple times too, so just kind of don't want to get hit too much. And let's suck at the boss, really. This boss is easier than the freaking last one, and they even give you rings, so not quite sure why it's giving me such a hard time. Although, I mean, I was just kind of getting used to it. Because I actually didn't remember too much about this boss. One of my favorite parts about Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the boss music. This music is, like, heavenly. I love this boss theme. Wait, what the heck even happened there? I love good boss themes. Like, whoa! That's dumb. Talk about, like, boss fights are always 10 million times better when they are accompanied by good music. I mean, like, look at Mega Man 2. Even the Mega Man series in general. Whenever they have good music, it's beautiful. It just makes the battle that much more epic. Sonic 3, Sonic 2, all have amazing music for the boss fights. It's awesome. Even like, all Sonic games have good boss music. So there are these rockets I was talking about. And man, this is just the biggest time waster. I mean, we're kind of taking a robotic thing, the Bob. I don't know why he left it there. Over to where we are going to fight the real final boss, which has really epic music, which is actually played during the pseudo-final boss in Sonic and Knuckles, which unfortunately we're not going to be seeing because it's not the real final boss. Or wait, maybe, do we get to see the real final boss? I'm pretty sure this isn't the final boss. I can swear there was like a big machine that had like the big arms with the spikes on them. Darn it, man! No! Okay, that's not it. If we were playing Sonic and Knuckles, that would be it. But Eggman's like, I'm not finished yet. You have no rings in 5 minutes to fight this one. Problem is I don't remember what to do. No! Ugh. Do not know why that was so hard before. Anyway. Okay, finally. I mean, man, that cutscene in between with Knuckles takes like 4 hours. I thought I would have been here sooner. I mean, I did have that one death, unfortunately. Okay. Not mess up. Whoa, 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 no, 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 no! So dead. Ugh. Okay. Whoa. Don't have time for this. Like, just hurry up. Oh god! Why didn't you go forward? I was supposed to kind of, never mind. Man. Man, I wanted to hit him. No! 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 Come on! Please be like one more hit. Oh! This so no! That counts as a win, I don't care. 30 more seconds and I would have had it. Whatever. That sucked. Anyway, moving on to Sonic and Knuckles. I blame that stupid cutscene in between the boss. It takes like 2 minutes. No, I mean, I played terrible during the level. No idea what was wrong with me there. I think I just wanted to get to the boss, so I was kind of like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so next up, Sonic and Knuckles. Unfortunately, it's not the final boss, it's not the boss of, like, the Death Egg Zone. It's the boss that comes after it, and this is a neat boss, although I've honestly never really been a fan of it. I mean, it's a really iconic boss in the Sonic series. I mean, there's been lots of battles and things based off of this. Sort of the fight in the sky where Sonic's invincible, and you just need to keep collecting rings in order to stay alive. And eventually you catch up to Robotnik and you defeat him. But I mean, I've never really been the biggest fan of this boss, and I don't really know why. I mean, I guess it's because you can't really lose as long as you keep collecting rings. So I mean, it doesn't really feel like as much as a challenge as the other bosses, and I know I'm saying that, but I mean, I'm sure that now I'm probably going to, like, die after saying that it's not a challenging boss. But anyway, hopefully things go well. So yeah, kind of just going forward, taking up all my time, and hopefully we'll get to Eggman soon. Okay, so if we hold B, you go faster. Maybe you do. I haven't played this game in quite a while. Okay, so first stage, he shoots the rockets, I think. Alright, how does this work? Yeah, okay, so yeah, you can hold B to go faster. Just kind of want to send the rockets back into his face, it's pretty great. Let's see, come over here. Darn it, they like all missed his face. Ugh. It's much easier to go underneath. Ah! I know I'm not saying too much, but I kind of just want to do this before I do die, and then we're going to have a Sonic 3 again. Which isn't going to be great. And I believe there's another segment with rings after that. I think, anyway. Here goes Eggman with the Master Emerald. Yeah, there's just another segment where you collect rings. And my dog is barking. I wonder, the last time I pointed out she was barking, you couldn't hear it on the computer, so I mean, it seemed kind of weird. But, I mean, it's really annoying, because she barks until you go and see why she is barking. I mean, I guess she's kind of just trying to be, like, protect her ground or something like that. So then once you go and tell her, it's like, it's okay, you don't need to keep barking at absolutely nothing. I mean, whatever you were barking at was gone, like, 15 minutes ago. But I don't know why she just keeps going. And it does kind of annoy me, I don't know why. So, I mean, if I do go and stop her in, like, 5 minutes because she doesn't stop, but, yeah. Let's see, am I just supposed to catch up this time? Okay, so that is all you're supposed to do. I wasn't sure, because I wasn't holding right. I was holding B, but I wasn't holding right. So, I mean, you actually have to do that to catch up. I mean, as long as I just keep getting rings, who really cares? I don't think he ever gets away, does he? I'm actually not 100% sure. I don't think so, though. Ah! So close, darn it! What is the best strategy for this? I don't remember. I thought I usually just went in for the kill. Like, don't remember it being this difficult. Ah! Okay, we need rings. We need to focus on getting rings, I suppose. There was a nice bunch from there. After that big speech I gave at the beginning about no one ever runs out of rings. Please don't die, Andrew. I really don't want to do the beginning part again. This is like the saddest day ever. I suck. That wasn't very difficult that time. But man, I mean, I don't know why I suck so much at Sonic today. I mean, there's just too many final bosses in a row. It, like, isn't good for your brain. Who knows? Anyway, let's see. Gotta get more rings this time. Although if we hold right, hopefully we can just catch up to him before rings really become an issue. Yeah, last time was a pretty bad performance, really. Like the first hit, I mean, I got one hit last time. I actually don't remember how many hits it takes. Hopefully not many. I mean, if I just do it quick, I might not even have to worry about getting rings at all. But there's like those bombs he sends at you. They're kind of a pain. Oh, ow. Okay, that's 2. Maybe I should try to get some rings. Maybe. Please be 3 hits. No. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Heck yeah, okay. I would have loved to have got that. Okay, man. No, no. No! Okay, man. 1 minute to take care of this. 30 seconds worth of rings. Oh god, this is not going to end well. I mean, I know, I knew as soon as I gave that big speech at the beginning about, man, this boss, it's like the easiest boss, and then everyone's gonna live happily ever after. I mean, I guess it's just, I haven't played this game in years. I mean, I used to, like, beat this game, like, in my sleep. And now, I mean, I don't know. I'm not quite sure why this boss is throwing me off so much, so a few more rings would be nice. I mean, I only have 20 seconds anyway. No! Ugh. Oh man, why do I suck so much, really? It's like, man. Oh. Alright, next up, Sonic 3D Blast. Now, this is a boss, I don't know if I've ever actually seen it in the main game. I mean, collecting Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 3D Blast is weird. I don't know, it's just, I mean, I mean, I think I've beat it actually in the game and not just here. Anyway, hopefully this goes a bit better than everything else. Yeah, I have to remember that B is jump instead of A. That's really weird. This one's easy. Just kind of kill the fingers, I think. Don't you? Maybe not. Oh, that's right. No, you just avoid them. I'm thinking of another boss where you're supposed to hit the fingers. This one, you just kind of have to hit him when he comes out. Not looking good so far, though, considering I have no rings. Although, now we know what to do, so we're a bit better than we were last time. Overall, it shouldn't be very hard to avoid this. Overall, Sonic 3D Blast was a very interesting game. It wasn't bad. I mean, some people think it's kind of weird. It's definitely not your typical Sonic game, although I think it was something interesting to try. I mean, I actually quite liked it as a kid when I played it at friends' houses, because I didn't really have a Genesis. I mean, overall, it was neat, I have to admit. Definitely something like I hadn't played before. It's really neat. Anyway, overall, so yeah, this is the real final boss. I remember, it's actually been years since I beat Sonic 3D Blast. Whoa, I hit that! Just because I hit it from the side doesn't mean it shouldn't count. Well, this stage is actually quite easy to dodge anyway. I say that, I mean, as soon as I say that things are easy, I always get hit. It's just the way it is. There we go. Don't remember what this one does. I think they come and like sweep the sides, maybe? The music is nice though. I'm not supposed to hit them, am I? I don't believe I... Yeah, this is when they sweep. Ah, yes. And then he just kind of... Whoa, well, please hit him. Don't make me do that part again. And then he just kind of comes down for no reason and like lets you hit him. I don't remember this stage, although it looks like rockets falling from the sky. One of the most typical attacks in like any video game. Oh, that was the most fast disappearing ring I've ever seen. That was cheap. I'm actually surprised it's that simple. I wasn't ready for it the first time. I figured it'd be like a billion more rockets to go before he actually came down and let me hit him. There we go. This might... Is this the last stage? I'm actually not sure. No, probably not. Maybe. Holy heck! Whoa! That's not easy to dodge in the slightest. Especially since the controls of this game are kind of clunky. It's not always easy to move exactly where you want to. Anyone who watched me play Sonic 3D Blast for one of my random games of the day will know, making very precise jumps is not the simplest thing. Also, running into things is pretty simple. Let's just die and start over. Oh man. If anything, I'll probably just cut back to where I died 2 times ago so that people don't have to watch the whole boss again. I've already been recording for 40 minutes. I wonder how much of that's actually going to make it into the final thing. Eh. Alright, so we're actually at this point with like 6 rings this time. It didn't take any hits, which was actually awesome. Let's see. Ah, that is not easy to dodge in the slightest. Like, kind of have to find the corner where nothing comes to and just kind of stand in it and hope you don't get hit. Whoa, okay. What now? Okay, so we go back here. So, it's the first stage again. So do you have to beat, like, everything twice? Do they really do that? I don't remember. That sounds familiar. But I might be wrong. Yeah, it looks like they make you do everything twice for absolutely no reason. I mean, if you can do it the first time, you can probably do it the second time, although, I mean, I say that, and I'm probably going to die a terrible, terrible death at someone in the near future. I definitely need to save at least 1 ring for that part with the bouncing projectiles all over the place. that isn't really the easiest thing to do without taking a hit. Is the balls are kind of unpredictable. Let's see. So 3 minutes to go. If I die, there's pretty much no point on even trying again. It's disappointing because, I mean, Sonic 1 and 2, I had flawless victories, not a single death. And then Sonic 3, I was so close. And Sonic and Knuckles was just embarrassing. And now this could be good. I mean, I'm not giving up hope for this yet, but I mean, just saying that one more death, and there's pretty much no point in even trying to beat it again, because, I mean, it does take quite a while to go through all these stages, despite the fact that some of them aren't too difficult. Let's see. I always mess it up the first time. Okay. Okay, so let's be careful on this one. Maybe this corner will work again. Heck yeah! There you go! You are dead! Take that! This is the best corner ever! Sonic got through the final fight! Look at that time bonus! Look at that ring bonus! Heck yeah! Time taken 4 minutes and 21 seconds. And we get kind of an ending sequence kind of thing. It comes out of like a Bugs Bunny rabbit hole in the floor. Thank you, Sonic! You saved us from Robotnik. We're grateful for your efforts. I just did what I wanted to do. Nobody messes with my friends. See ya. I have no idea. The Flickies have been freed. Peace and freedom. Came back to Flicky Island once again. Even though the word once was not there, I felt like adding it in. Credits! How about no? So anyway, returning to the museum, we have 2 games to go. And I've been recording for 45 minutes. At this point, I probably won't do the Game Gear games today. I'm already pretty Sonic'd out, to be completely honest. I'll have to come back another day and do those. But anyway, Sonic Spinball Genesis Edition, final boss. Although, it might make, it makes you do the whole level. Ugh, man, I remember nothing about this game. And I already died! It's like, oh man. Man, it's been years since I played Sonic Spinball. Whoa. Really? This whole time you could use the C-stick to make it full screen? Why isn't it just full screen by default? Holy... Like, what the heck? Like, who would choose to not... Oh, B... Oh, B is the left flipper. I'm used to pinball games using, like, B and A button both as the right flipper, and then, like, the left stick or left D-pad as kind of, like, the left flipper. Man. So I have to hold the controller really weird. Ugh. Man. This is not going well in the slightest. Wait. Game over? Really? It's that easy to get a game over and start from the beginning? I don't know why wouldn't they give you more than 3 lives to prevent that like in every other game? That's kind of bizarre. Now anyway, the first world of Sonic Spinball, something I am much better at. I say that as I almost completely fall down the hole. I really don't like the button setup though. I mean, I kind of have to hold the control pad weird to use the left and right flippers. I wish that the control stick was the left flipper. One of my favorite pinball games of all time is Rollerball for the NES. That is an incredible game. And it uses the D-pad as the left flipper and then lets you use the A and B buttons as the right flipper, which is something I really like. That game's just incredible. I should do a random game of the day of that. But then overall, I mean, how much is there to say about pinball? Kind of like right now, I'm kind of just like rambling on about the control pad. I mean, as soon as I'm done with this, the conversation is over. I don't even know why I'm playing this, considering it's not the final boss, but I just am. Like I said, it's been years since I played Sonic Spinball. Don't remember too much about it, actually. It's an interesting game. I mean, there's the first Chaos Emerald up there. I always loved how in like the Genesis Sonic games, the Chaos Emeralds look different in pretty much every single game. I mean, when was it that they finally like finalized the look of the Chaos Emerald? Was it Sonic Adventure, where they finally looked kind of like a gem? I mean, like, but here you have kind of like an almost diamond kind of shape. You have like a six-sided thing. The first game, they look completely different. In Sonic 3D Blast, they were like hexagons. I mean, they just changed like so many times throughout the Genesis era. It's kind of funny, really. And, no, this isn't really going anywhere. So, I might just consider this one being a failure, considering I already got game over at the final boss anyway. I mean, it wasn't even the final boss. I mean, you have to beat the whole final level on 3 lives, and for someone who hasn't played this game in like almost a decade, that's not exactly the easiest thing to do. So, for the sake of things, my sanity being one of them, believe we're going to call Sonic Spinball a fail. I mean, not that the game is a fail, I mean that I am failing at it. Speaking of failures, we have Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Oh god. If there's one game I suck at other than Sonic Spinball, it is this game. It is actually a gold trophy in Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection / Ultimate Mega Drive Collection. You have to beat the final boss in this game to get a gold trophy, and I did that, although it took like a week of practicing, building my way up through the different levels, and then getting to this stage and then beating it. So I mean, I was good at it at that time. This is something where like after a week of playing it, all of my expertise and like abilities in this game are completely gone. So yeah, I expect this to be the worst battle ever. Also because I suck at this game, and I mean, it just never goes well. I've never really been the biggest fan of this game. What game is this kind of copy? It's kind of like that Puyo Pop one, I think. Probably pronouncing that so wrong. And I've never been the biggest fan of that. But I mean, you can get lucky and do well, where you can like get combos just out of the blue. Although I mean, when he's dropping crap all over you, it's not exactly the easiest thing to do. Oh man! So yeah, basically, in case people haven't noticed the point yet, you do have to connect 4 of the same color, then they disappear, and you can kind of get awesome combos that way. But it's not the easiest thing to do in the slice. And here comes a big barrage of garbage in the face. Oh god. What is this? And there is failure. Beautiful, beautiful failure. Oh man. I always love this kind of game over thing. He's like, yeah, this is, yeah. He's really angry. And once he gets down to those kind of final seconds, he starts laughing at you. But then you can still press start anyway, so it's like, haha, I'm not done yet. I will try that one more time. And I believe that will end off this video. I've been recording for almost an hour. I think I'm pretty worn out at this point. Oh no! Let's see, it's concentration time, go! I need to make split-second reactions, and I'm not too good at it at the moment, because my brain is completely fried from everything else I've been doing. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no! One good combo can turn the whole game around for you. It's really neat. If you get a massive combo that just sends like mountains of garbage over to his side, it can be a really big game-changing thing. It can bring you back into it. But I mean, it just doesn't happen often enough. Yeah. This doesn't seem to be doing very well. So I believe we're probably going to end it off there. This is another one of those games where it's not very hard to get back to like the title screen and play from there. Well, I mean, it doesn't give you very much time, unlike Sonic Spinball, which gave you like 20 minutes to do whatever the heck you wanted with. But anyway, after having an incredible start, I believe we're going to end off there. Which is disappointing. But I'm just fried. I mean, man. Overall, I mean, great boss fights. It's just me playing terribly. And the fact that you have to start at the beginning of the level for Sonic 3, which is kind of lame. So I kind of just wanted to get right to the boss, so I played terribly during that. And that was kind of just like a throw off the rest of the things. But I mean, yeah, there are some interesting Game Gear bosses, and I definitely am interested in trying those out at some point if people want to see them. But not today. It's been an hour of recording. I'm just not up to it today, so I believe we're going to end off this random game of the day there. So yeah, I'm worn out. Excuse me. Anyway, I think that's going to be all for today, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Sonic Gems Collection is an awesome game. Definitely pick it up if you ever see it. And yeah, extras. Wait, no, why did I go to the credits? Oh god, no. Now you can't even get out of the credits. You just have to press the A button until you get to the end. Why did I do that? Oh well, the credits, I guess they're pretty much just as good a way of ending off as any. So I believe I'll say it now. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you next time for something different. So thanks, and see you later. Just have to keep mashing through these credits now. And there we go.